at magandang gabi po sa inyo, Sir Zar. Welcome po sa ating program po.
Hello po, good evening, kabombo, 'no. So, good evening din sa lahat na nakikinig.
Yes po,
Ayan
maraming
po.
salamat po, Sir Zar, no, sa oras po ninyo sa ngayon. At ayun, medyo may iba po tayo na usapin sa ngayon. At very timely pag-usapan po, no, Sir Zar, especially sa sitwasyon ngayon dito po sa Dagupan City na ngayon po, nasa ilalim po ng state of calamity. Speaking of etong parang yearly, na problema po ng Dagupan City regarding sa flooding or pagbaha. We've seen kasi na meron po kayong binahagi online po sa inyong post po, Sir Zar. Regarding po dito sa, na yun po, with yung pagkakaroon po ng proper urban planning po, dito sa syudad ng Dagupan na back, of course, by science. Baka maaari po ninyo itong maibahagi po sa mga viewers po natin, Sir Zar. At maipaliwanag din dahil syempre, yearly, nagtatanong yung mga residente po ng Dagupan kung bakit tila wala pong halos pagbabago sa nararanasan po laging severe flooding po sa Dagupan, sir.
Magandang gabi. No, so, actually itong nai-share ko, 'no, sa social media. Actually, it's a research na nangyari noong time namin nung nasa DOST pa ako when it comes to the Smarter Philippines program. So, during that time kasi we're developing the Smarter Cities program, and isa ang Dagupan kasi sa tinitingnan before, dahil nga na rin sa naging impact, 'no? Kasi kaya siya isa sa tinitingnan before kasi naging impact noong 1990 na earthquake sa kanya. So, actually dun sa research na yun, no, it's not directly from us, it's from those that are experts on the urban planning and also on when it comes to geology, no. Ang sabi kasi nila, before the earthquake kasi, ang Dagupan kasi, it's by nature, mangrove, marshland. So, pero kaya niya mag-support ng syudad, no? Kahit na marshland siya. So before that, yung baha noon during that time, before 1990, nakikita kasi siya as something na beneficial sa syudad. Kasi nagdadala ng nutrients at the same time, napupuno kasi yung mga fish pan natin during that time. Come 1990, ang nangyari kasi sa Dagupan, bumagsak ang lupa from the 1 meter above, bumagsak siya ng more than 1 meter below sea level. Kasi dati 1 meter above sea level siya before. So bumagsak siya. Pagbagsak nun, after 1990, actually nasabi pa nga ang Dagupan to be, i-condemn sana siya and not livable because of that na pagbagsak nung lupa, because of the soil liquefaction. So parang nalusaw yung tubig, nalusaw yung lupa sa ilalim, and then unti-unti na siya lumulubog. And then after that, since 1990, nasa 1 centimeter yearly. And then I'm not sure with the current data na nila, I think nasa 1 to 2 centimeter yung last na nakita namin from data. It's because syempre bumibigat din yung syudad, no? Bumibigat, and then considering the very nature nung nasa ilalim ng syudad natin. So yung problema ngayon sa baha, isa sa mga design recommendation or yung recommendation sa city ng Dagupan, kasi it's really going down yung city center natin, especially the Central Business District. Ang sabi sa kanya, what if i-move din niya yung city center somewhere along the De Venecia Highway. So yun yung isa, no. During the time ni current Mayor Bilen, nung nirecommend yon yung solution na yon, and to rehabilitate the Central Business District or to open it up and improve nga yon. And then from that, there will be a better urban planning kasi medyo mas mataas ang side ng De Venecia Highway. Pero may mga concerns, there's real concerns. Pero it's easier to work kasi on somewhere that is already higher. Yun naman ang rationale before kung bakit nire-recommend. So it's backed by science. There's a topographic research, tinignan gaano kalalim, even the risk analysis ginawa. So it's less risky when it comes to flooding area. So that's just the start. And then re-relocate the Central Business District. Yun yung kasi during the post 1990 kasi, tinigil ni late Congressman Joe De Venecia kasi na nakiusap talaga sa national government na wag i-condemn yung city. Which is also good kasi it's a thriving cultural city. So, buhay na city yan eh. So, condemning it will definitely erase it from the map. Not totally, but it will erase a big part of the history. So, okay naman yun. Kaya lang, sana they actually they did the relocation and then improve. Yun naman yung recommendation. And there are also some researches provided naman sa city before. And then, syempre, yan nga natalo ng politics. I think it's not just politics, it's also how the city is governed by the different yung sumunod-sunod na mga na leadership. Pero it's actually sayang if they did that and then they have already improved the planning. Kasi makikita naman natin sa paligid medyo kasi yung Dagupan, even if magtaas ka ng kalsada, maglagay ka ng malalaking kanal, hindi kasi yan masosolve. Kasi it's basically 7 na rivers ang bumabagsak dyan and maraming creeks na dumadaan. Maraming creeks and at the same time, talagang daanan and then catch basin kasi siya ng Pangasinan. So yun din kasi yung reality for Dagupan. Tapos i-add mo pa yung bumababa siya every year. So that's why there are recommendations to really relocate the CBD kung gusto talaga nila to keep it and then improve the urban planning or revisit nila yung urban planning ng
Yes.
ng syudad.
Okay. So, if ever po, Sir Zar, nasabi nyo nga po, sayang kung nasimulan na po sana before, baka medyo sa ngayon po, nagbe-benefit na or napapakinabangan na po to somehow ng City of Dagupan. Pero, Sir Zar, not too late pa naman kung sakali po na i-reconsider po ng city, kung sakali po yung, ayun nga, in-explain po ninyo na proposed plan and pati yung sa pagre-relocate po.
I think the first step kasi is talaga to move the city hall and the government offices. Pero I think after the leadership kasi ni Belen during that time, no, so I will not be the mayor para hindi lang maging political. It's actually stopped and they continued the building of the new city hall kasi sa current na location niya pa rin. So pero kaya pa rin naman nila, pero it will be not already on the CBD muna. They will have to go out. They have to go out of the central business district or the city center itself. The best really way na magawa nila is to reforestation ng coastal area of mangroves. Yan yung first step nila. Kasi I think relocation, sooner or later naman magre-relocate. The city itself will find a way to the businesses itself will find a way to relocate. At nakikita na rin naman natin ang development with the De Venecia Highway. Maraming development na nangyayari doon ngayon. So, pero, syempre, we have to balance it out kasi waterway yun eh. Ang De Venecia Highway is actually built in the waterway itself. So, dapat ang gawin talaga nila doon is first, it's the first step is really relocate. And not relocate, it's actually to reforest the coastal area na meron mga mangroves, bakawan before and at the same time kasi actually yung Pantal River they need to dredge it every now and then they have to siguro they have to revisit kung gaano kataas na ulit yung magiging dike niya and at the same time the city center should the city itself find a suitable location wherein they could actually put a flood parang reservoir or water na kung saan siya yung sasalo ng lahat ng baha and then during the time ng low tide pwede nilang i-release sa ilog. Yun, considering that the ilog itself is also maintained when it comes to its depth. Yun naman yung pwede nila actually na ngayon. And then with the relocation, I think it's for the government siguro, it will be hard kasi they already invested on the new buildings sa dating site. Pero sooner or later, hanggat hindi hopefully sana ang relocation lang ng mga businesses is within Dagupan, kasi alam naman natin majority, kasi I think from the last flooding kasi natin, 23 out of 31 barangays ang so roughly 90,000 more or more
Mm.
na ano siya na naapektuhan. So I think the city and the national government have a master plan, kasi may master plan sila for that. They just have to do it fast, kasi yung pagbagsak kasi, yung pagbaba kasi ng Dagupan, hindi mo yan matitigil every year. And the city is getting heavier pa rin because of the development then around the area.
Okay. So yung kadalasan po na question ng mga residents sa Dagupan po, no, Sir Zar, ay kahit na tama po mag-elevate na, kasi ang dami naman na po so far, no, mga itinaas or in-elevate po na mga kalsada, and certain parts naman din po ng syudad, di naman na po talaga nababaha sa ngayon, especially yung mga main roads
Mm-mm.
dito sa Dagupan City na
Main roads.
na-elevate. Pero it doesn't mean, sabi nyo nga po, no, Sir Zar, na makakatulong yung if ever, continuous sa pag-elevate ng mga kalsada, lalo po dun sa mga nananatili pa rin sa ngayon na tawag po dito,
Baba.
low-lying barangays po.
Yes po. Kasi yung pagtaas ng kalsada, it will help kasi may madaanan and so
Mm.
on. Pero not necessarily, kasi pag tumaas yung daan, yung nasa paligid niya tataas din eh. So, hindi naman ibig sabihin tumaas yung daan natin, yung mga nasa gilid, automatically tataas din. So, actually, ang paradox kasi when it comes to itinataas natin, no? Itinataas natin ng kalsada. The paradox is, it adds more, no? It adds more places na bumababa. Bababa talaga siya. We could see naman, dyan pa lang sa Arellano, though na-solve, walang baha ngayon. Pero yung mga barangay sa tabi ng kalsada, sila yung baha, sila yung nabaha. So, kasi water will always, ang direction lagi niyan is towards pababa. That's the law of gravity, pababa. So, ang flow niyan pababa. So, pupunta yan sa mabababa na area. Though it's actually helpful. Hindi naman sinasabing hindi helpful yung pagtaas ng kalsada. It's
Mm.
kaya lang they have to find a way, kasi syempre water will go somewhere. Ganun naman eh. It's liquid, it flows, it will go somewhere. So, siguro yung drainage, it will help. Pero yung retention, yung yung rainwater retention area, kung saan talaga sila iipunin, just like what other, actually every barangay parang sa Manila, may mga different barangays. Ginawa nilang water retention tank yung ilalim ng mga basketball court nila. And then,
Mm.
kasi yan pwede na nilang gawin yan pwedeng gawin din ng Dagupan. Siguro they could actually learn from that. And then, pag low tide, i-release nila ngayon sa ilog yung tubig. That will also help. Kasi, the next na solution talaga na hanapin mo is, saan pupunta yung tubig? Di
Mm.
ba? Kasi, saan pupunta yung tubig? After na itinaas mo to, so mabablock or hindi na siya abutin or abutin mo ng tubig, hindi masyado. Saan siya ngayon pupunta? Siyempre, bagsak yan sa mabababa na area. Yan
Mm.
siya.
Okay po. How about po naman, Sir Zar, no, doon po sa mga, of course, may mga island barangays po dito sa Dagupan City. And kung ngayon, ganito yung situation na po, no, sa mga nasa, wala po sa mga island barangays sa Dagupan City. What more in the coming years po, no, sa mga island barangays po?
Mm-mm. Yes po. I think yung mga island barangays, though they're also getting flooded kasi
Mm.
nagbumagsak din naman yung elevation nila, pero they have a slower um, yung pag-decrease ng elevation nila as
Mm.
compared sa city center. Siya talaga yung
Kasi
tinamaan
mas madami
matindi when it
pong
comes to,
parang establishment
yes,
sa city center po. Ganun po.
establishment, mas mabigat. Siyempre, it's expected, medyo mas mabigat, and at the same
Mm.
time, ayun din, yung liquefaction actually happens in the city center, no? Majority of it sa CBD talaga siya noong 1990. And then hanggang ngayon, yung effect niyan nararamdaman pa rin ng Dagupan. Ayun.
Okay po. So, yun lamang po muna sa ngayon, Sir Zar. Anything po na you would like to add po?
Ayun, so I think ano no, siguro yung mga kababayan natin from Dagupan, I think it's also time to really call for the government to really solve it. Hindi wag na tayong magano yung patch solution. We have to find for something that is and I think we have we have good people in the government naman sa Dagupan, and they really know and they're really looking into it. It will be expensive. I know they know it that it will be very expensive, pero they will find a way to do it naman. So right now siguro medyo pero yun lang. Syempre yung pagtitiis may maximum yan, and hopefully the government works faster. They move faster to solve the problem.
Okay po. With that po, Sir Zar, thank you po muli sa oras ninyo at good evening. Ingat po kayo, sir.
Thank you po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.